26 PSI. I am hearing a really weird whistle noise coming from the turbo. A little underpowered. That's our issue. That's what's causing our issue. Our vanes are not opening. So let me get you guys up to speed really quick. You're looking at a 2013 Chevy Silverado 2500 HD LML Duramax. The last video that I posted on it, it came into my shop. It actually belongs to a family member, and he originally took it to the dealership because he was having an issue with his turbo. There was a check engine light. They basically replaced the vane position sensor. It didn't fix the problem. He took it back and they said that it's a turbo. Now, unfortunately, the dealership quoted him at a tall price of $8,000 to remove and replace the old turbo. So I decided to help him out. I brought it to my shop and I pulled the cab, we pulled the turbo, and lo and behold, the vanes were not moving. They were not opening and closing, they were sticking. Before I even pulled the cab, I ran the diagnostics and noticed that the vane position was at 20% when it was supposed to be at 90%. So that's obviously concerning. And my suspicion was absolutely correct. They were stuck vanes, and I hope this doesn't happen to you guys. And I said it in the last video, but work your truck. If you have a diesel truck, work it, pull a trailer, get on it every once in a while. I'm not saying abuse your equipment, but open her up every once in a while. Get the exhaust gas temps up, make sure that those vanes are sweeping. But listen, this is just a follow-up video. I'm gonna install an RDS Pro Stock 10-blade LML turbo, Garrett turbo, in this Duramax today. We're gonna fire it up for the first time. I'm also really curious to hear what it sounds like with that new 10-blade in this truck. With it being completely emissions intact, the muffler, are you actually gonna hear it? I think you will. And immediately after I get done with the truck, we're gonna be announcing a big giveaway at the very end of the video. I think it's gonna be worth your time to watch. There's a lot to do in this video, and I'm hoping that I can cram it all into one. But a huge shipment came in from a tool company called SP Tools. As a matter of fact, this is one of their toolboxes. I've been using this for a while. But SP Tools has been around for a very long time. They make quality stuff, and I'm so excited to unbox all this stuff and show it to you. So we're gonna cram all of that in this video today, and with all of that being said, let's go ahead and get wrenching. I've had this truck in my shop for about a week now, just waiting on all the parts and pieces. And I was just playing with these vanes, seeing if I can turn any of them. I shot some WD-40 on them. Some of them started to break free, like that one. That's what it's supposed to look like. But this is the rest of the turbo. Isn't that crazy though? 91,000 miles on this truck, and we're already having issues. But it's because the truck just never works. And that's really the big thing. I don't want to go on a rant, but work your diesel truck. If you own one, work it. So here's the box, Ryan's Diesel Service. I sell these turbos on my website, Duramax, Power Stroke, or Cummins. I've literally installed dozens of these turbos on these diesel trucks, and I have had zero issues whatsoever. You guys got to boost leak test stuff. I'll talk about that a little bit later, but that's so important. This is not a remanufactured unit. This is brand new. If you purchase any of these turbos, there's no core needed whatsoever. So keep your turbo. If it's still good, you can sell it. Keep it on the side just in case. You can purchase the install kit separate. I believe it's a $75 option, and it does come with a brand new vane position sensor. Look at that. Now, it's pretty early in the morning. I wanted to jump on this early. That way I can get this video knocked out and posted for you guys. It was actually pretty funny. I was reading some of the comments in the last video from some of you guys. You're getting pretty worked up because I pulled the cab on this Duramax to remove a turbo. You don't have to pull a cab. I'm only doing that because I have a hoist. It's so much easier to pull the cab. So don't get scared about doing this job. I do have a couple YouTube videos on how to remove and install a turbo if you guys want to check that out. So let me fast forward you guys really quick. We have the turbo finally prepped, good to go. Got the gaskets on there to the drain tube, all of the coolant lines that we need. Took a permanent marker and highlighted the RDS. Gotta leave my mark, of course. But we are good to go. I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing put on the engine, install everything, put all the gaskets on there, the up pipes, get everything squared away, and then we'll go ahead and get this cab down. I guess at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and lower the cab and start plugging all this stuff together. It's no fun, but we're gonna get through it, and then hopefully I can go ahead and get this truck started. By the way, that big old rust spot right there, I checked it out. I actually boost leak tested this pipe. It's still good, but I have a new hot side coming in right now as we speak, but it'll take about 3 or 4 days for it to get here. And I wanna get this video closed out, and that doesn't take long to install anyway, so I'm gonna rip this thing off right when I get that part in so we can replace that. But look at that, that is terrible. And one more thing that's kind of irking me a little bit, I know it's money, that's what it comes down to, but man, the cab's up. Might as well do a CP3 conversion, but you know, it is what it is. You see, the idea here is when the AC compressor is disconnected from the engine, it goes up with the cab. That way I don't have to discharge the AC system. I'm gonna go ahead and back it up so I can get it out of the hoist area so I can start checking for leaks. But nice, fired right up, not bad. We did have an engine light, but that's to be expected. Actually, we had like 30 codes. I just went ahead and deleted them. There's no sense checking all of them just because I had everything disconnected. But I'm gonna do this in the morning. I'm gonna do the vane position sensor relearn, but look at that, 95%. The computer last time was saying that it should have been at like 90 to 94%. It's pretty much dead on already. With this truck being completely emissions intact, listen to this. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and pull it back in the garage, shut the door, take a shower. I need to go to bed. I'll get back with you guys in the morning. It's been a long day already, but yes. All right, welcome back. It's the very next day. We're ready to go. I'm gonna go ahead and put the bumper on this thing. I'm going to get it started. I'm gonna pull it out of the garage, let it sit for about 20 minutes, warm up, put the coolant in it. But this will be my very first time listening to a 10-blade RDS turbo on a fully emissions intact Duramax. So this would be cool to share this experience with you guys. All right, I'm done. Let's go ahead and get back to work. So just like the last test before I pulled this cab, we're gonna click on desired vane position versus the actual vane position. Just hit custom. So as you guys can tell, we're sitting at 90%. That's where the ECM is saying that's where it should be. And we are currently at 90%. So if I raise idle here, these numbers should look very similar. It's pretty awesome. It didn't look like that before, guys. Before I replaced this turbo, it said desired 90. Actually like 20%. So now the vanes open and close. Shoot, she's moving way better than last time. It should anyways. That feels so good. Everything's so steady. Before, she was a little underpowered. But come on, man, when you have a turbo diesel, even with the emissions on it, you do kind of want to hear that turbo a little bit. This is definitely a huge upgrade for some of you guys that want to just keep things simple and stock and actually get a little more power out of this, because this thing eats, man. I just want to double and triple check everything that I do. I just want to make sure everything is correct before it goes back to the guy. But I'm happy. I'm sure he will be too. And she sounds great. Let's go ahead and get her back to the house. But I guess what I'm trying to say is just make sure that your vanes have full range of motion on your turbo. Make sure that they're not sticking. And again, make sure you work your truck. That's basically it. I'm done with that. All right, let's go ahead and get into the huge SP Tools unboxing. And to kick off the new year, not only that, I'm gonna be announcing the big giveaway that we're gonna be doing on the website, which I'm so excited to show you guys. I'm so pumped. So we have a lot of stuff in store. Let's go ahead and bring all that here in the garage. And let's go ahead and get unboxing. It's Christmas, boys. Let me show you guys what I got. I got 3 pallets of toolbox stuff. And I'm gonna show you guys exactly what I have. I'm so pumped. All right, so here we go. Figured I'd share this experience with you guys, but we have a big shipment coming here from SP Tools. I've been using the SP tool line for many years. As a matter of fact, I run one of their largest toolboxes, which is the Sumo series. And with all of the work that I do here in the shop, this is an absolute A+. This is definitely gonna make my life a whole lot easier. So we're gonna go ahead and unbox these. Of course, we have this box right here, which I think you guys probably know what that is. That's gonna be a toolbox. And this behemoth right here weighs approximately 990 pounds. My tractor was struggling. This will be much needed in the garage. I went ahead and picked up a 10-gallon SP Tools vacuum slash blower, 5 horsepower shop vac. This isn't your Walmart brand. These are very commercial grade. This is the part number for this product right here. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and assemble this right now. Another thing that I'm unboxing is the 12 to 24 volt SP Tools MX Boost. I'm glad I picked this up because the portable jump starter that I currently have finally died on me. As far as being portable and getting outside and jumping any one of these vehicles that I own, this is probably one of the strongest jump packs on the market. But this jump pack is gonna serve me well for many years. I'm really pumped about having this. Oh man, this is awesome. Oh boy. All right, so this box is gonna go on for days. Let me show you what I got. You know what? Okay, we got a lot of stuff. You know, I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to attack this unboxing video. I'm gonna open this up first, and then I'm gonna go ahead and start opening up the packages that have the tools in them so I can start putting them in drawers. I do plan on making a separate video on my YouTube channel on the review of this toolbox. These are not cheap, low quality toolboxes. These are very, very high quality. Here we go. Can't go wrong with black. Nice stainless steel top. I'm gonna assemble this right now, but you're looking at a 34-inch tool trolley. I have to put everything together. I'm gonna put the casters on there. We're gonna roll this thing around, but what is in the box? That's the question. What is in here? What comes with it when you buy it? So of course you're gonna have your keys and all of your pads needed to install them in all the drawers. You can't slam these drawers. Look how beefy these casters are. I think a little overkill for this small box, but that's okay. I think the trick here is when I put these wheels on, how in the world am I gonna flip it back upright? I guess we'll figure that out once we get there. Yes. So we'll talk a little bit more about the dimensions of the box, but right now we just have a lot to do. So let's go ahead and get to the center box with all the tools, all the goodies. We'll go ahead and load this thing up right now. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and just take a break and burn some cardboard because we have a lot of cardboard to burn. And then we'll go ahead and get back to this, but I gotta clear my mind. This is gonna be a lot of work, I think, maybe. I just gotta figure out how to get this thing off of the ground so I can put the wheels on it so I can actually roll it around. But this table is a beast. All right, so I went ahead off camera. I went ahead and just put the wheels on it. So I think we're ready to go. We can put it down and then we'll go ahead and get the handle on it. It moves really nice for being so heavy. That moves really good. I probably could go a little bit higher, but I would say this table is going to go up about 6 foot up in the air. That's crazy. But this is really going to be super helpful for me when I'm pulling transmissions and also fuel tanks, believe it or not. I pull a lot of fuel tanks on these trucks. I get the truck on the hoist. If I'm doing a fuel sending unit, I usually drop the tank, and this is going to come in key. The way I normally remove fuel tanks is I lower the truck, remove the fuel tank, let it fall on this table, and then pick the truck back up. That's usually what I use. I use this little stainless steel table, but not anymore. That's awesome. It also has greasable zerks, all the little safety features and fittings. You can actually lock the wheel in a certain position. You can lock all the wheels. You can also tilt the table. Little adjustable knob. You can raise and lower it, how fast or how slow you want it to go going down. But I did want to pick up one of these toolboxes for me. That way when I'm working way over here, which I know my garage isn't very big, but if I'm working like way over there or something, I can just simply roll that instead of having to walk back and forth to the cart. I have everything that I need in here. As you guys can tell, big, huge, deep toolbox, bottom drawer right here. I'm gonna fill this thing up, I know I will. Right now we just have some SP Tools lights in there, which I will most definitely be using. I've been using this for about 3 years now, and as you guys can tell, she's a little beat up. But here we go, hammers and chisels. We got all of our wrenches, all of our large wrenches, all of our smaller ones, all of our standard metric, everything open-ended, everything that I'm absolutely gonna need. Of course, my screwdrivers, my Allen wrenches, a very nice set of snap ring pliers, adjustable wrenches. You gotta admit, this looks really cool. Check out the organization right there. If I'm missing a socket, it's gonna drive me nuts. But I'm very happy with the SP tool line. So this is sort of the idea right here. Since I picked up one of these SP Tools 34-inch toolboxes, I thought, since I've been doing giveaways every month, we're gonna go ahead and give one away. So I'm not even gonna unbox this. One person's gonna win one of these. I'm gonna ship it right to their house. So again, I'm gonna keep this tool cart for myself, and then one of you are gonna win it. So the only way to do that is to go to my website, truckmasterdiesel.com, pick up anything on the website. Every $1 spent is one automatic entry. And at that point, once this contest ends, one random person will be selected to win a brand new toolbox. So head over to the website. I'll leave that link in the description below. But if you guys want to check out their tool line, I'll leave their website in the description below. It's going to be sptoolsusa.com. So definitely check these guys out. I thank God every single day that I can make YouTube videos and share the knowledge with you guys. But hey, that is it. I'm going to go ahead and get back to work. We'll see you on the next one. Stay tuned.